Part 21.21 Al-Anbiya, the Prophets. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to Sufi Essence with Hammad Syed. We continue our profound and enlightening journey through the heart of Surah Al-Anbiya, a sacred chapter that presents the universal and interconnected tapestry of divine guidance. In our last session, we were witnesses to the powerful and sobering themes of the Day of Judgment and the ultimate fate of the disbelievers and their false gods. The narrative of the Quran is a single, continuous, and magnificent river of truth, where every warning is balanced with a promise, and every moment of despair is followed by a moment of hope. Today, the divine discourse leads us to a new and equally profound theme: the ultimate and glorious reward that awaits the righteous. The surah now transitions from the chilling reality of the hellfire to the magnificent and beautiful reality of paradise. We will delve into verses 101 to 105, which chronicle the immense and unparalleled blessings that will be bestowed upon the believers, their state of eternal peace and joy, and the ultimate and definitive fulfillment of all of the divine promises. These verses are a timeless and unforgettable lesson in the fact that every act of righteousness, every moment of steadfastness, and every single effort in the way of Allah will be met with a reward that is beyond the limits of human imagination. Reward that will be a perfect manifestation of his magnificent names, Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim. Kunzel, Iman, Quran, Al-Anbiya, the Prophets, 21 to 101. Verse 101. Indeed, those for whom we have already decreed good will be kept far from it hell. This verse is a profound and reassuring statement of divine promise, a perfect contrast to the previous verses that describe the state of the disbelievers. It speaks of the ultimate salvation that awaits the righteous. The verse states, indeed, those for whom we have already decreed good will be kept far from it hell. The Arabic phrase, sabakat laham min al-wuzna, for whom we have already decreed. Good implies a state of being chosen and favored by Allah from the very beginning. This is not a random act of grace, but a divine decree that is a direct result of their profound spiritual state and their unwavering faith. The phrase will be kept far from it, or uluwika en mobadan, implies a state of being completely and utterly separated from the fire, with no chance of even hearing its sound or feeling its heat. This is a profound and beautiful image of divine protection, where the believers are not just saved from the hellfire, but are kept in a state of eternal peace and security, far from all forms of torment and fear. This verse serves as a powerful reminder that the ultimate salvation is a divine decree that is a direct result of a life lived in righteousness and complete surrender to the will of Allah. The Sufi understands this as a lesson in divine sanctuary, that the ultimate sanctuary for a believer is not a physical place, but a spiritual state of being that is secured by a divine decree of goodness, state that is a direct result of a heart that is completely and utterly centered on the love of Allah. Kunzal Aman Quran Al-Anbiya, the Prophets, 21 to 102. Verse 102, they will not hear its sound, and they will be in what their souls desire, abiding therein eternally. This verse expands on the magnificent blessings that await the righteous in paradise, detailing the profound peace and spiritual fulfillment that will be their eternal state. The verse begins with a beautiful and profound statement: they will not hear its sound. The sound, or kazwaz, refers to the profound and terrifying sound of the hellfire, a sound that is the very manifestation of torment and despair. The fact that the believers will not hear its sound implies a state of being completely and utterly protected from all forms of distress and sorrow. They will be in a state of perfect and eternal tranquility, a state of profound spiritual peace. The verse then describes the immense spiritual and physical blessings that will be bestowed upon them. They will be in what their souls desire. The Arabic word ishtahat for desire implies a state, being completely and utterly fulfilled, where every single longing of their heart and every single desire of their soul will be met with a perfect and divine reality. This is not a state of mere worldly pleasure, but a state of spiritual fulfillment, where their souls will find their ultimate home in the presence of their Creator. The verse concludes with the ultimate promise of eternity, abiding therein eternally. This is the ultimate gift, a state of being forever in a state of peace, joy, and spiritual fulfillment, with no end and no sorrow. The Sufi understands this as a lesson in spiritual fulfillment, that the ultimate fulfillment of the human soul is not in the acquisition of worldly things, but in a state of being that is in perfect harmony with the divine, a state where every single desire is perfectly and eternally met by the Creator. Kanzel Aman, Quran, Al-Anbiya, the Prophets, 21-103, verse 103. The great terror will not grieve them, and the angels will receive them, saying, "This is your day, which you were promised." This verse describes the profound and beautiful state of the believers on the Day of Judgment, a day that will be a source of immense terror for the disbelievers, but a source of immense peace and security for the righteous. The verse states, "The great terror will not grieve them." The great terror, or Al-Faza al-Akbar, refers to the profound and overwhelming fear that will be felt by all of humanity on that day. But for the believers, this terror will not even touch them. This is a testament to the profound spiritual peace that will be in their hearts, a peace that is a direct result of their unwavering trust in Allah. The verse then describes the beautiful reception that awaits them, and the angels will receive them, saying, "This is your day, which you were promised." The Arabic word yadalakaham for receive them implies a state of being welcomed and greeted with immense honor and respect. The angels will be a source of comfort and reassurance, and they will remind the believers that all of the promises of the Quran have now come true. This is a moment of profound spiritual victory, where all of the trials and tribulations of the worldly life are finally and eternally put to an end. The Sufi understands this as a lesson in spiritual security. It's that a heart that is in a state of peace with Allah in this world will find a profound and unending peace in the next, and that the ultimate security is not in worldly possessions, but in a state of being that is in perfect harmony with the divine will. Surah Al-Anbiya, the Prophets, 21-104, verse 104. The day when we will roll up the heaven like a scroll of written books. As we began the first creation, we will repeat it. That is a promise binding upon us. Indeed, we will do it. This verse is a powerful and dramatic description of the physical and cosmic reality of the Day of Judgment.
Oh.
The verse states, "The day when we will roll up the heaven like a scroll of written books." This is a magnificent and powerful image of the end of the world. The heavens, the very fabric of the cosmos, will be rolled up and brought to an end, just as a scroll of written books is rolled up and put away. This signifies the end of the physical world as we know it, a complete and absolute annihilation of all of creation. The verse then declares the ultimate truth of the day of resurrection. As we began the first creation, we will repeat it. This is a powerful and undeniable statement of Allah's power. He is the Creator, and He has the absolute power to bring all of creation back to its original state. The universe will be reborn, and a new creation will be brought into existence for the ultimate reckoning. The verse then concludes with a powerful and definitive statement of divine promise. That is a promise binding upon us indeed. We will do it. This is a promise that is not a mere statement, but a divine decree, a reality that is as certain as the rising of the sun. The Sufi understands this as a lesson in divine power, that the ultimate power is not in the created, but in the Creator, and that all of creation, no matter how vast or how immense, is ultimately subject to His will, and that He has the absolute power to both create and to destroy. Canals Aman Quran. Al-Anbiya, the Prophets, 21-105, verse 105, and we have already written in the Psalms, after the mention in the law that the land will be inherited by my righteous servants. This final verse in our segment is a powerful and beautiful statement of the ultimate and final triumph of the righteous. It serves as a beautiful and conclusive end to the prophetic narratives of the surah. The verse states, "And we have already written in the Psalms, after the mention in the law, that the land will be inherited by my righteous servants." The Psalms, or Zabra, refers to the divinely revealed book given to Prophet David, peace be upon him. And the law, or At-Tarat, refers to the divinely revealed book given to Prophet Moses, peace be upon him. This verse is a powerful statement of the unity of all divine revelations. It shows that the promise of a final triumph for the righteous is not just a promise of the Quran, but a timeless and universal promise that was made in all of the previous scriptures. The land, or al-Arji here, does not just refer to the physical land, but to the entire earth, and by extension, to paradise itself. The righteous servants, or Ibdx Askali 1, are those who have lived a life of complete and utter submission to the will of Allah. This verse is a powerful and beautiful conclusion to the surah, serving as a powerful and reassuring reminder that the ultimate victory and the ultimate inheritance will be for those who have lived a life that is pleasing to their Creator. The Sufi understands this as a lesson in the ultimate victory of the righteous, that the final victory is not a worldly one, but a spiritual one, and that a heart that is completely and utterly surrendered to the will of Allah will ultimately be the inheritor of all things. Hadith. A powerful hadith from Sahih Bukhari, Hadith 4802, beautifully complements this account. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "The first company to enter paradise will be in the shape of the moon on the night of the full moon. Then the next company will be like the brightest star in the sky. And then others will enter in succession according to their ranks. There will be no spitting, no nasal discharge, and no excretion. Their combs will be of gold, and their perspiration of musk. The fuel of their braziers will be aloes wood, and their wives will be houris with large, beautiful eyes. They will not differ among themselves or have any hatred against one another, and their hearts will be like one heart. They will glorify Allah morning and evening." This hadith is a beautiful and detailed description of the immense and profound blessings that await the righteous in paradise, and it serves as a powerful and inspiring reminder of the eternal reward that awaits the true believers. Hadith, narrated by Abu Huraira. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "The first company to enter paradise will be in the shape of the moon on the night of the full moon. Then the next company will be like the brightest star in the sky, and then others will enter in succession according to their ranks." Sahih Bukhari Hadith 4802. This hadith beautifully complements the verses about the blessings of paradise, highlighting the immense spiritual beauty and the profound reward that awaits the true believers, serving as a powerful and inspiring reminder of the eternal reward that awaits the true believers. Let us now supplicate, drawing from the profound lessons of these verses, asking Allah to grant us a deeper understanding and to guide our every step. Allah, the Lord of all things, we seek from you the immense blessings of paradise and the ultimate reward of your divine proximity. Make us of those who are kept far from the hellfire, and who are greeted by the angels with a profound and unending peace. O most merciful, grant us the strength to live a life that is pleasing to you, and make us of those who will be the inheritors of the earth. It's testament to our unwavering faith in you. May Allah illuminate your heart and mind with the light of this divine ilm. May He make your channel a beacon of guidance for all who seek spiritual clarity and truth. May your efforts be a source of immense reward, and may you be granted the highest stations of paradise. May the peace and blessings of Allah always be upon you and your loved ones. May He grant you unwavering steadfastness on the path of truth, and may your work be a testament to His magnificent names, Ar-Rahman and Ar-Rahim. Amin.